Hello, Megan. Margaret Hislop. Um, so, yeah, you can't do anything without your teacher folder. You can't honestly you can't really teach without it. Let's be honest here. Open communication. Let's keep that going. Also, I wasn't singing. I was emotionally speaking, because oh, hey, how you doing, Jake? Doing good? Great. Okay, so right now, I'm at a production meeting, and because I feel so much pressure to do these things, I've decided to stop what everybody was doing, start doing this. Okay, new computer, get it. You also move out in a week. When does your school end? Because I don't get summers off, and that's sad. Okay, so today I'm going to talk about mazes. Ooh, and so mazes have always been like really interesting to me. It's like since a kid I used to draw like these big mazes on little things. They're like little pieces of paper, and like they'd be grandiose and really tough. Um, and it's really interesting to me because it's like it's purely like, ooh, my computer just shut off. Okay, is it still recording? Yes, it is. And it's always been really interesting to me because it's like how to get from one space to another with just purely like lines blocking you. Um, so there's some really interesting things you can do to make mazes like a lot tougher. One of those things is like not like to just go with the flow and just kind of like go and try to like randomly just keep bringing lines down to the end and then randomly picking one. And in that way, the person can't second guess what you wanted, like what the correct path is. Um, Another way is to like just kind of basically it's like a lot of time wasting. That's essentially what you're doing. Um, so over the summer, I recently rediscovered my love for mazes, and when I uh, when I started to incorporate some like trickeries of the eye, and like I realized that you can use that to make it look a lot more complicated. So here are some like my first attempts at circle mazes. Like that's my first one. Like that's the second one and the third one, and basically I ended up with which this circle maze, which is possible, which actually essentially is this. And which one looks more complicated? This one. This one does. This one looks easy. You just go that way, right? But you're wasting time by having them go in a circle rather than going in a square, which is a lot more difficult. And I realized this when I saw a symbol like for the man in the maze, which I have on my keyboard. And this is actually wrong. This is not the right incorporation of man in the maze. I would look it up if I were you because it's really cool. What it basically is it's a really complicated, there's no turns, but it takes you 30 seconds to do because you're going back and forth, and it's really complicated to your mind, and I thought that was fascinating. So I was already drawing a maze, and this is one of them, and it starts out like one of my normal mazes, like one of like liver, I call it, but then I decided, let's make it real complicated. Let's incorporate the circle, like the idea that circles are harder to follow than like squares, and yeah, I did this. So this is a maze, and it works perfectly. One person's ever done it before. Uh, oh, what's also really complicated about it is like all like these little circle things. That's not just one thing going back and forth and back and forth. No, 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 no. What happens is like here's the center. Like one path could just go like off this way, and then another path would come in. So you have to like pay very very close attention to like where you're going and what you're doing. And I think I'm gonna end on that. Mazes have, I don't know, mazes are really interesting to me. So are optical illusions. Maybe I'll do something about that. And okay, so I'll see you later, Meg.